AI ethics evaluations and audits are important for three reasons. First, they're important just like ethics is important. So we understand why we're doing what we're doing, what values are at stake when we develop our AI tools, what we're gaining and what we're losing in human terms when we use this information engineering. So that's the main reason AI ethic evaluations and audits are important. But there are also two further and more practical reasons why we are seeing an increase in need for experts in AI ethics, as I say, evaluations, or sometimes AI ethics audits, they are called. Um, the first is that, as we've all seen, technical innovation is rapidly outstripping legal precedent and legal regulation. That is, no sooner is a law promulgated than new technology arrives, which renders much of that law irrelevant or inapplicable. And we saw this with the EU AI Act, the European Union AI Act. It is a giant bundle of laws, years in the making. A tremendous effort was made to put that um, group of legislative measures together and to pass it. And no sooner had it reached a near final state than ChatGPT and language models emerged, and the entire construction had to be pulled back for reevaluation because, again, the technology is just moving too fast. The laws can't keep up. Law moves at the speed of industrial reality. It moves in years, decades. What we need is something that can move in days and weeks in order to govern the technology we have, because it only takes days or weeks for significantly new technologies to emerge. So, given the fact that the governance, some kind of administration, some kind of framework for understanding how we should manage these tools is necessary. Everybody agrees we do not want AI to run human lives. We want humans to run AI technology. So if that, as long as that's true, then we as human beings need some kind of formal structure that will allow us to understand and guide the technology we are building. As I say, during the industrial era, most of that regulation came through our political institutions and laws. But now the technology moves too rapidly. So the thinking is that, at least in some cases, ethicists and ethicists working in collaboration with AI designers, engineers, lawyers, and other professionals, um, ethics collectively, let's say, ethics collectively can step into this gap and create some understanding of what an AI tool is and some formal directing of its uses much, much more rapidly than legal mechanisms. And we're going to see how that happens here. But that's the first reason why AI ethics audits or evaluations are increasingly important, simply because the other tools we have for governing our technology are too slow. Um, Only ethics can keep up with the speed of today's AI. Then, secondly, there is increasingly in the laws that are passing, there are increasingly measures which call for and require the application of some form of AI ethics audits to tools. For example, in New York City, where I live, the local government, the New York City government, has promulgated a law that requires that AI tools which are used for hiring undergo some kind of AI ethics audit, especially with a focus on fairness. Though there are other issues that arise too. Privacy is a very important issue in the area of artificial intelligence and hiring, because when you're choosing to hire a person and not hire others, and you want to be fair, then of course you need to get quite a bit of information about the people, both the person you will hire and the ones you ultimately will not. So privacy and fairness go hand in hand as being important characteristics in the area of hiring. As I say, the New York City Council has required that companies that use AI in the city do have audits performed. Now, we are in early days, so the exact nature of these audits and how they will be performed, what exactly will be required to say that an AI tool has been audited, all that is still fluid. And there are no certain answers to that question. Nevertheless, what we can say is that there are three reasons why AI ethics audits are important. First, just for our own benefit, so we understand our tools, so tools work for us instead of us working for the AI. Second, because the laws cannot keep up with today's technology. And third, because the laws that do exist are requiring these audits. So being able to do an AI ethics audit will be an important part of the quiver of skills that tomorrow's computer science engineers will be expected to bring to their workplace.